You know, I've been thinking recently, and I want y'all to answer me this question, right? Have you ever met a person? Have you ever met a person like this? A person who is constantly bashing their ex. Now, this isn't a relationship video. Just follow me, right? You know, a person who would get with woman after woman or man after man, time after time, and again and again and again. These different people, but they all have the same similar toxic traits. Like they all uh, talk to that person wrong, or they all cheat, or they all are engaging in some form of abuse, whether it be physical, verbal, mental, emotional, whatever. But that person will always only complain, and they will always end up with that same kind of person again. Do you know anyone like that? Now, honestly, I'm not picking on nobody because at one point that was me. That's fair. This is why I'm mentioning all that. As a person who has learned to self-reflect and to be introspective, after experiencing situations like that in my past, I've kind of learned something. I've learned that as a person, I had to take responsibility for the fact that I was attracting that kind of energy to my life. I bring that up simply because I understand that a lot of people want the best results they can possibly get, and many people are trying their hardest, but they don't see the pattern. I heard a quote one time. It was like, "You gonna have to date the same person over and over again until you deal with the reason that you're attracted to them in the first place." So I had to learn that, especially as a man, but as a human in general, that I was attracting a certain kind of person. That the people in my past, the people I dated in my past, they weren't bad. I was attracted to the brokenness inside of them because I was broken. You get what I'm saying? It's two people who got their own problems that don't want to deal with it. Meet, and they take their problems out on each other. I mentioned I mentioned all of that particular story because I've noticed something similar in the news and the media in general. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people notice, but this is specifically for black people. Y'all ever noticed that as a black person, when you have problems in this country and you want to get it resolved, it just seems like people just don't. It's as though it's so easily swept under the rug. But the same people who sweep black people's issues under the rug are the same ones that want us to date. Oh, sorry, want us to vote. They want us to vote for them, but they won't do nothing for us. Like Joe Biden, for example, he said that on the Breakfast Club, he said, if you black and you don't vote for me, then you're not really black, right? And black people fell for it. He said that they was gonna do the George Floyd policing bill, and they was gonna make all these happy things for black people. The George Floyd policing bill failed, I think, September 27th of this year, way after the anniversary of George Floyd's death. But just the fact that as black people, we get persuaded to vote for these politicians every four years or so, and they always say the same thing. And really, I all this comes together because I understand something now. You shouldn't be doing things that do not serve you. You know, in relation to the whole, for example, the dating thing I mentioned earlier, it was my fault that I went around trying to it's my fault for going around, and instead of dealing with my problems, I tried to find other people to fix, or someone to fix me, when the only person that can fix me is me. You know, so I understood that looking for the things I was looking for didn't serve me. Kind of like this, in the black community. This is why, for example, I don't vote. I don't vote because I haven't seen any candidate who has any of black people's best interest as a plan, like written down. Like, they'll tell you what they want to do, but if they don't have an actual plan, like, most of these people don't have a plan. As you probably can tell, Joe Biden has not done much of anything for black people. There's been an anti-LGBTQ plus hate bill. There's been an anti-Asian hate bill. But we can't even get an anti-lynching bill. We can't even get a George Floyd policing reform bill that takes away qualified immunity, which is when, if you're a legal authority, it makes it so you're not reliable for your actions. So cops can kill you and walk on about their day, or get paid leave and just come back, or get fired and hired in a different county. You know what I'm saying? You know, realistically, there wasn't supposed to be a video about any policing bills, but that was legit on my spirit. Like, I wasn't upset that the policing bill didn't pass, because as a black man, I'm not really surprised that the policing bill failed. I mean, we can't even get an anti-lynching bill, so I'm not surprised. It's just more of a, I wish they would at least, you know what? Forget that. I'm not wishing that they did nothing. I'm just going to say this. Black people, we need to stand firm, and we need to do more quid pro quo. What's in it for me? If everyone else can get their bills passed, and everyone else can get their anti-hate bills passed, but we can't, we doing something wrong. I'm just going to put it on us. The same way that I didn't take responsibility in my life before, I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to do that. I say, let's just stop voting. Let's stop voting until they actually give us something that we need and want. Just stop voting. And even if you're not black, you don't have to vote either. I mean, if they give you something, to vote for them. But as far as I'm concerned, I ain't really seen no candidates that's really trying to do anything for the black community, especially candidates that actually make it up. Because we all know that if you are a presidential candidate that's in the front running and you actually are close to winning, you're not a candidate that the people chose. You're a candidate that the people who pay you chose. We didn't ask for a lot of these candidates. No one wants. We're as people. I've talked to so many Americans who are tired of choosing between Darth Vader and Hitler. Like, we're tired of choosing between these two evils. You know what I'm saying? Like, people. That's how I felt when Trump and Hillary Clinton was running. That's what I heard all the time. It's like watching, even Dave Chappelle said it, it's like watching Hitler do a "I Have a Dream" speech. It's just, whew. That I don't know. Me personally, I don't really care about politicians in particular. I'm just using these politicians as reference points, because we all know who these people are. And we all get, even if you agree or disagree with them, we all know that these particular politicians have a track record that everyone is kind of wary of, you know. But realistically, do whatever you want, but I'm not going to be voting or registering to vote until there's actually candidates or people who actually care. That's just me. I will vote out some of these people at these commissioner halls. Make sure y'all go to y'all city commissioner and y'all city commission meetings and sit in on that. That's what I plan to do next. Make sure y'all go to y'all city commissioner meetings. But I just wanted to talk about that. You know, I want everyone to take care of themselves, not even just physically, you know, mentally too. It's really important to pay attention to the things that you take in, you know, mentally. you know, whatever videos you're watching, whatever streams you're watching, it's important to monitor what comes in and out of your brain. But thanks for watching. Share the video. Like if you like it. Subscribe if you do. Y'all be blessed. Thanks for coming.